Macca's Guides.
Hey, what's up guys? Macca here with a milestone episode of Completed. This is Completed episode number 50. The game we are playing is Tower of Guns, available on the Xbox One on April 10th, available on PS4 and PS3 on April 7th, and available on the PC in way last year. Now, very important note in this game before we get started, there are two achievements that are currently glitched in this game. I have met the requirements to unlock them, but don't have them yet. When the game is updated and those achievements work, I will post in the YouTube description to let you guys know that they have been fixed. Tower of Guns is a randomly generated first-person shooter bullet hell type game where players can choose a weapon and perk to load out with, and then they try to complete a series of randomly generated rooms with randomly generated items and pickups and gun mods against randomly generated enemies in randomly generated rooms, as you try to make your way through all 5 of those levels and then hopefully eventually beat the final boss, or even go past that and get an uber win beating the hardest boss. This is a very difficult game in terms of its difficulty. A lot of players will die a lot, and that's to be expected. This game is meant to challenge players. You're meant to die a lot, and a victory is meant to feel rewarding and satisfying. So not every time you play will be a victory, and a victory will take you anywhere from 25 to 40 minutes. So it's one of those shorter experiences where every time you play, it's completely different. After playing for 10 hours, or a little less than that, I was still experiencing rooms and situations for the first time. Now, I personally started the game on April 3rd. With my review copy. I'm not going to put an end date because I don't know when they're going to fix the achievements, but as of April 9th, I have all the other achievements and I've met all the requirements for the 2 that are glitched, which for me personally is about 1 week. My time to complete was about 7 hours. It'll take most people between 6 and 8+ hours to get the total of 12 achievements or trophies, which are related to completing a certain amount of runs, completing the game, unlocking perks and weapons, as well as doing a few miscellaneous tasks. The last achievement you see me getting on screen is "You have played this more than Joe has," which is an achievement for finishing a total of 100 runs. You can boost this by just shooting the ground and killing yourself. And as you see on screen, I'm just going to be running through a level and eventually dying. I'm not really putting in 100% of my effort because I didn't want to take too long to finish it up. The achievement or trophy difficulty, I'm going to rate a 4 out of 10, which is not that difficult. There's not too many difficult things to do. Completing the game on its own will probably be the hardest thing you'll have to do, and then unlocking some of the perks, but a lot of them are more cumulative than they are skill-based. Fun factor, I'm giving this game an 8 out of 10. It wildly exceeded my expectations. I don't really ever set expectations, nor did I for this one. But I went into this not knowing if this would be my type of game. I'm not usually one who really likes randomly generated things. I love consistency. That's why some of my favorite shooters are the ones that are really consistent. That's why I love Trials Fusion, because everything is the same every single time I play it. So I didn't know if this whole randomly generated type of thing would be for me, but I had a great time. As you can see, this is the true definition of a bullet hell. Just bullets flying everywhere. And remember, this is an earlier level, so my gun's not that maxed out. I don't have speed upgrades. As you get further and further, you'll get more, you'll get an item, you'll get gun mods, and if you watch my preview that I posted on my channel, you get some crazy scenarios where you have bullets flying everywhere, hundreds of enemies on your screen at once. I had an absolute blast playing Endless Mode, which is the ranked mode. I played for over 2 hours in that one mode alone, and I had a really good time, so I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Also, just for fun fact, this has really nothing to do with the review score, but this game was made by like one dude, and that's pretty impressive in my opinion, especially in this day and age where there's so many different things you have to do to get a game out. It was pretty cool to find out that it was made by basically one guy with some help from his friends. Here you'll see me showing you that I do have all 10 of the weapons unlocked, and on the right hand side of the screen you'll see that I have all perks unlocked except one. The one perk that I don't have unlocked, I did actually meet the requirements, but for whatever reason it's stuck. Here are the other games that I've played in the recent weeks. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this episode was useful, and hopefully I see you next time. As always, links in the description for guides and stuff like that. Peace!